I've offended you. Clown Planet.
Okie dokie. You know, California, it's burning down. And at these times, you need firefighters. You need the very people that are going to save lives, go in, put out the fires, and get the job done. Correct? Well, they're all complaining that there ain't enough of them. Yeah? Not enough firefighters to do the job, to help out in California, near Hollywood, where all this is going, right? Well, let me remind you of this little ditty.
113 LA City firefighters have been suspended without pay for defying the city's vaccine mandate in November. Firefighters who had not.
Remember that? Yeah. Now, I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's years ago now. Yeah. When Fauci was telling us to triple, quadruple mask up. Yeah. Years ago. What are you doing? Yeah, times have moved on. Well, apparently there's still ripple effects of the decisions that Fauci made.
Not submitted their vaccination status or requested an exemption were informed they would face suspension and termination. The policy requires city employees to be vaccinated by December 18th. The fire department says firefighters who continue to resist the mandate will be entered into the process of termination.
Didn't take the juice, boy.
Oh, boy, get out. You're not taking the juice out.
Like in so many other professions. Didn't take the juice out. In a decision many people took at the time, if they weren't too scared, too terrified not to be able to pay their bills, then their decision not to do it was totally vindicated. And, you know, they went on and God knows what else they had to do to feed their families, yeah? But they went on, had to do other jobs, and now they're struggling to get the numbers. This might explain why as well, just a wee bit. Check your privilege, boy.
Geez, I want to talk about my white privilege so badly. I graduated North Hollywood High with a 1.7 GPA. I could not find a job. I walked to a fire station in North Hollywood. I was 19. I was living in the garage of my family home. My mom was on welfare and food stamps, and I said, can I get a job as a fireman? And they said, no, because you're not black, Hispanic, or a woman. We'll see you in about 7 years. And
7 years. We'll see you in about 7 years. What's interesting about this story is he goes on. He actually persists. 7 years is a long time, but he persists.
And I went to a construction site and dug ditches and picked up garbage for the next 7 years. I got a letter in the mail sent to my father's house saying, your time has come to do the written exam for the LA Fire Department. I took it. And I was standing in line, and I had a young woman of color standing behind me in line, and I said, just out of curiosity, when did you sign up to become a fireman? Because I did it, or a person, 7 years ago, and she said, Wednesday. That is an example of my white privilege.
In other words, it doesn't exist. White privilege doesn't exist. Certainly nowadays, whatever the media, whatever the state is shoving down your frickin' throat, whatever it is that they are pushing, yeah, it's typically the opposite. This dude waited 7 years, worked on construction to pay the bills, 7 years, ambitions to want to go be a firefighter, waited 7 years, finally got around to doing the test after the long list of all the DEI, all the box ticking. Yeah, that long list came, but they gave him a chance 7 years later, asked the lady in the queue, and she managed to do it last week because she ticked the box. It's unreal. Can we? It's just an idea, guys. It really is. It's just an idea. But at these times of disaster, where this absolute crackersness of insanity and the aftermath of all of this trash that comes out as an aftermath. At times like this tragedy where California is literally burning down with few resources, can we just reflect on the idea that we should in fact recruit on skill, recruit on ability, and feel free to tick the boxes, but let's please, get some sanity back, which I'm hoping we might start to see. You never know. Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing it because we live in idiocracy. But Let's get some sanity back and start employing on ability and skill. Yeah? Rather than getting these maniacs in these positions that are putting us in these type of life and death situations. It's just an idea. I don't know. What do you think? Tata.